And you need to face the questions that are in your soul continuously. You do. Yes, life may be conditional, but you can make the conditions. Yes, life has rules, but let me give you a secret. The rules are made up, Hulk. Hi, my man. Let's get into it. What it is that you really give a fuck about? let's actually have this question. As we're all aware, if we're not aware, we're currently reading Love Looks Pretty on You by Lan Leaf, right? And there was one other line and this one question that she asks about what are you so afraid of losing when you're not even sure you want it? Clock my tea. Because let's be honest, let's be real. Do we actually want this, or do we want the validation? Do we actually care about this? Is it just because of environmental conditioning? Do we actually want this, or are we just scared?
I smell bitch.
like we have to ask these questions when we're embracing life and when we're embracing specific things and when we're trying to figure out what is it that we really do care about. Because a lot of the things, a lot of the fluff that we have in our life, we actually really don't. Because let's be honest, let's be so for real. Is it that you actually are living a life that you want, or are you living a life that feels safe? Is it that you're actually living a life that you want, or is it that you're living a life that feels comfortable? Because let's really get into the fact that a lot of the things that we're doing, a lot of the things that we're not embracing, a lot of the things that we are scared of is the exact thing that is in the way of the life that we want. For instance, right? This is your motherfucking YouTube channel. I did not want to post on Instagram and TikTok. I had this excuse that Instagram and TikTok was short form content slug. My puppy dog. My puppy dog. My puppy dog. Right, was short form content slug. However, that was just me coping. Literally, I did not want to deal with the fact of that was what I have to do. I did not want to deal with the uncomfortable fact of posting online. So you know what I did? I gave myself a box. I said I'm just gonna get consistent with YouTube for a month. That's what I'm giving myself, and after I have to push on from content on all three: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. After that month was up, I tried to finagle my way out, but I had to hold myself accountable in such a way that I had to say I am going to do this. Because let's be really honest, we need to do these things that we're avoiding, because the life that you want is just on the cusp of fear. All these obstacles, all these things that you have been avoiding, all these things that you are willing to hide and pretend isn't there, that is exactly where the life that you want is. Sometimes you really have to ask yourself, is the safety and comfort of what is now worth not being able to ever have the life that I want? Is the safety of the comfort and the safety of what I have right now worth me sacrificing the life that I want? Is it? Is it really? When you ask yourself these uncomfortable questions in which you have to face yourself, you have to tell yourself, you have to stop hiding behind the mask, behind the things that you know is necessary. When you ask yourself these hard-hitting questions, it's hard to not see it. It's hard to not want to embrace what you have, because you know there's things at stake. And that's the problem, in which we have given up on the fact that there are things at stake. There has always been things at stake. It's just you have to stop pretending that there isn't. Tomorrow is not promised. And I'm not telling you to be afraid of death. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you to admit that death is present, because one day you're gonna die. And one day, if you keep going on the path of safety, the path of avoiding, the path of pretending, the path of hiding, you're not gonna be able to embrace the life that you want. Because at some point, as you keep hiding, as you keep avoiding, one day you're gonna die. And you don't know when that day is. people be like, one day, someday, maybe tomorrow. You're not even sure if tomorrow is gonna come. Recently, one of my friends asked if we could dream together, and I had a visceral reaction. Not because I did not want to, but because I could not handle her inconsistency. No, I can do it. I can't handle the inconsistency of the people around me, because I am chasing and I'm not, because I don't want to believe I'm chasing. No, I'm attracted. Go back here. Attracting what I want, and I can't handle inconsistency because I'll tweak out. I'll crash out. Because I am in a state in which I need to keep on going. When I told her, oh, I've been walking 20 minutes every day for 6 months, she said, oh, congratulations. I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm about. This is what I'm doing. I want to keep consistent with the things that I love. I want to keep consistent with the things I know is necessary in my life. And let's be real, one of the things that made me realize I was consistent, because I think this is the problem, right? This is the problem, which really, I'm not consistent enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. Actually, you are consistent. I took time, I got a journal, and I wrote within it for however long I had to. I kept writing in it. I kept writing for a year. And I look back on this journal for the year that I was writing. Not that I was writing every day, I was just writing when I wanted to. And I realized the consistent pattern in which I was journaling. When I was in a dark mood, I was journaling. When I was in a frightful mood, I was journaling. When I was in a specific mood, I was journaling. So I was consistent in some way. Just my consistency looked different because I was participating in the dark and the depths. I was not participating in light and love and all these different things. I was participating in the type of consistent negative behavior. That's what I was participating in. So you are consistent. That is an excuse, and you know that you are consistent with bad behavior. That is what it is. You need to admit to yourself that I have been consistent. You need to admit that you have the tools. You need to admit that you have everything you need to do what you gotta do. You just have to put down the motherfucking excuses. The life that you want is just on the cusp of you letting go of your excuses and letting go of the things that you are hiding and facing that hope. Face it. Because I want to say this, life has always been you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. If you're consistently participating in bad behavior, if your actions are not what you want your life to look like, it's gonna look like your actions. You reap what you motherfucker. So pick up a book, take a walk. Because let's be honest, I would prefer walking 20 minutes every day than constantly on the run, and then doing it good for a couple of days and then flopping the next couple of months. You know yourself. You know yourself. Consistency, you have it. The tools, you have it. The things that you think that you need, you have it. Stop lying to yourself. Stop avoiding what is necessary for you to face your life. You are just in fear. You are scared. Because let's be very honest, the only reason why you are scared is because you know that everything is conditional. You know from the time that you start participating in certain behavior, you know from the time that you start participating in life that you want, you are going to realize the amount of things that are conditional. You are going to realize the amount of shit that you really give a fuck about. You're going to realize all these different things, because let's be really honest, you have a lot of things in your life that you know are gonna fall away. You have a lot of things in life you know you're gonna have to change. You have a lot of different things you know you're gonna change. Because let's be honest, when we start on this bumble flat journey, you realize that you don't know jack fudge, and you need to face the questions that are in your soul continuously. You do. Yes, life may be conditional, but you can make the conditions. Yes, life has rules, but let me give you a secret. The rules are made up, Hulk. The rules are made up. Make up your own rules. Make up your own rules to what consistency look like. Make up your own rules about what is necessary. Because let's be honest, it's never been a matter of if you've been consistent. It's never been a matter of you don't have the equipment. It's a matter of you are making up the rules to what you think is necessary. Yeah. life has been conditional, make the conditions, because there are conditions to living the life that you want. There are conditions to having good friends. There are conditions to having good life. There's conditions to having good FU money. There are. And you have to sow. But if you're putting in the work and if you're putting in actions into something that you know you're not even sure that you want, see how it ties in? You're not even sure that you want, that you're afraid to lose. Because let's be real, you're afraid to lose the life that you are living. You're afraid to lose the life that you're living because you know you can't go back once you start. I want to tell you this with my whole chest. You do not need your old life. You do not need the old life. You do not need the safety net. You do not need the safety of your old life. Put it down. I beg of you. Stop using your old life as a safety net. Stop going back when life calls. Stop going back when your old life is being like, well, you were, we haven't seen you while you change. That's the point. You are supposed to change. Oh, you change. Oh, you're this, you're that. It's gonna flop. Stop allowing people to be in your head. Allow yourself to have delusional belief within yourself. We always have people like delusional belief. Have it. Learn what it means. Learn what it means to have delusional belief in yourself and keep chasing. Listen to what your heart has been crying out for you to know. Because let's actually talk about let's talk about the fact that 3 times the life that we're living is the life that someone else has given us. Let's call it environmental conditioning. Let's get into the meaning of that. Environmental conditioning on human health is an invisible continuous force that permanently reshapes our physical, biological, psychological foundations over time. Keep it baby, keep pushing. In reality, our bodies and minds are constantly absorbing, adapting to, and reflecting the precise conditions of our surroundings. Let's be clear, let's be honest. Let's be honest, the people around you, the societal changes, the emotions, the inflections, the thought processes of people around you. The people, that's why people say, oh, the people around you matter, because it's all environmental conditioning. What you think can be achieved is exactly what the people around you have implanted you. Your mother, your father, your sister, your dog, your mother.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela.
All these different things are exactly what are infecting. Infecting is a strong word, but what are making you adapt to life? What are making you decide certain things? This is an invisible force based on your environment. So yes, your environment does matter. Yes, people around you does matter. Yes, people in your life does matter. And half the time, the life that we are living is built on the foundation of your environmental conditioning, because first you're from about 1 to 20, you don't know who the fudge you are, especially if your parents has helped you, if your parents had a slowly mold you, if your parents were controlling, if you had a certain level of trauma, you don't know what the fudge is going on from about 1 to 20 years old. Now, I'm 21, so you're not going to do that. But the point is that environmental conditioning is a real thing, and you need to admit when it's something that you actually care about and you actually want, on something when you're just scared to lose. Because one of the aspects of environmental conditioning is the fear to stand out, the fear to be different, the fear to change. That is what environmental conditioning helps you with. Well, not really helps you, but conditions you to do. You want to go with the crowd. And then when your dreams don't align with what the crowd wants or what you think the crowd wants, you close off yourself, you hide away yourself, you put yourself in a box because I don't want to be different. And that is something we all face, be it in school, work. We don't want to be different. And that is the main thing we as humans have. That is our unique, beautiful identity. That we are all different, that we are all coming from. We are all connected in some way, but we are all different people. And that is so very important to understand. You need to allow yourself to admit, is this something that I care about, or is it something that I don't, what I'm not admitting to myself because society has said this? Is it something that I want to, is it something I'm afraid to lose, or is it something that society has given me? Is it something I'm afraid to lose, or is it that my parents, my dog, my cat, my mom, my sister, my friend, is it that these people just don't want me to do it? Is that these people want me to do this? These are the questions we must ask when we're in this state. Why am I so afraid to lose something that I'm not even sure I want? Why am I hiding from what I want? Why am I scared from what I want? Why am I not willing to face what I want? Because we are scared. We are scared of what having the life that we want would look like, because it doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like the life we have now. It doesn't look like the life we are in now. This is the old, and our dream life is the new futuristic one. And without that building towards that future goal, we are not, I'm sorry to say, but we are not going to be living a life we want anytime soon if we do not take action. Because life has always been the continuous action, your continuous action towards something. What is your continuous action towards something? And if you're not having no type of continuous action towards something, you consciously, let me rephrase, if you're not having no continuous action towards something consciously, your environment, your mental belief, all these different things will give them to you. Meaning, the life that you're building right now, if it's not conscientious, it's from your dog, your cat, it's from your environment, it's what's fit in, it's what is society, it's what in the box, that is what it is. And you may be asking, Lonia, but like, what is this? What is that? Like, what's all these different things? Like, okay, cool. I admit I have fear. Now, what do? You move towards the fear. Bitch. You move towards the fear. You move towards the fear and you allow yourself to let go of the life that you had. You move towards the fear. You move towards the obstacle. You move towards the questions. You search up the questions. Stop ignoring the questions that you know you need to ask. Stop ignoring the questions that you know you need to ask. Ask the bomb questions. Go ahead. What am I hiding? What am I not facing? What am I avoiding? What am I afraid to lose that I'm not even sure I want? Ask these questions to deep dive into your soul, and when you get the answer, face them head on. Face the answer head on, because that's the only way we're going to live a life that we want. When we face the answers to the questions that we're doing and we take action towards it. I love you, my darlings, but you gotta buck up. Kisses. Bye.